It was a dark and stormy night when the young couple, Mike and Chloe, decided to take a shortcut through a deserted alleyway in a small town called Chesterview. They had just left a party and were feeling carefree and intoxicated. As they stumbled through the alleyway, the rain began to pour down harder and harder, making it difficult to see where they were going. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was a tall, gaunt man with a wild look in his eyes. He approached them slowly, and Mike and Chloe tried to walk around him, but he blocked their way. "Where are you going in such a hurry?" he asked, his voice low and menacing. Mike tried to push past him, but the man grabbed him by the arm and pulled him close. "I think you should come with me," he said, his grip tightening. Chloe screamed, but the man grabbed her too, throwing her over his shoulder as he dragged Mike down the alley. They were taken to a small, rundown house on the outskirts of town, in a place known as Shadow Hills. The man tied them up and left them alone in a dark, damp room. They were terrified, not knowing what was going to happen to them. Days turned into weeks, and they were given nothing to eat or drink. They were constantly beaten and tortured, the man enjoying their screams of pain. They had no idea why he was doing this to them. One day, the man came into the room holding a knife. "It's time," he said, his eyes gleaming with a sick pleasure. Mike and Chloe knew what was going to happen. They tried to fight back, but they were too weak from the torture they had endured. The man stabbed them repeatedly, relishing in their pain and suffering. As they lay dying, they realized that they had been taken by a psychopath, someone who enjoyed inflicting pain and suffering on others. They had been trapped in a twisted game, and they were never going to escape. The man left their bodies in the room, a sick trophy of his twisted desires. No one ever found out what happened to them, and the man continued to hunt for his next victims, leaving a trail of terror and death in his wake. The small town of Chesterview and the outskirts of Shadow Hills were never the same again, and the memories of Mike and Chloe became a haunting presence in every alleyway and street corner.